Stuart Cassius, good evening to you. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Sinead.
It's good to have you on. Certainly, of course, the biggest story of the day. There are several, but the biggest story of the day remains the BPL increase that's forthcoming.
You see, BPL, Davis administration knew that this was coming, but they wanted to delay it. But I think when we look at where we are now from 2004, I think where we added this fuel surcharge onto the bill. And a lot of people see the kilowatt hours and the fuel surcharge and don't know what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. No, it's confusing for the average person.
It is almost like a double taxing. It's as if you're catching a taxi, and the taxi said, okay, the rate is $50. When you reach, then he said, okay, you got to pay another $25 for the gas to get you there. So you're paying for your ride, plus you're paying for the fuel to get there. Mm-hmm. Or you're taking a plane, and they said the ticket is $150 to get to Eleuthera. When you land, they said, okay, you got to give me another $100 for the gas. And so this fuel surcharge is charging you for the gas, wherein your electricity bill is supposed to be inclusive of the fuel.
And whatever that one price is.
Precisely. Mm-hmm. And so you're getting double charge on it. And I understand that this was added for a particular debt to cover, and the debt was covered within a year, and they kept it. But the problem is not the bill. I mean, when you look at where we are now with BPL, people are complaining that one, BPL has poor service, customer service, right? People.
In fact, the lady said that today as well.
Yes, poor customer service. So we don't have good customer service with BPL. In addition to that, when electricity goes out, you damage hundreds and thousands of appliances, whether it's microwaves and TVs, but you don't reimburse the people for it. And then when you look at this, I've heard the speech for the Prime Minister, and I just want to say something to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister knows exactly that they could fix this problem a long time. Him, the previous administration, they all could have fixed this in a long time.
How could they have fixed it?
Because when you look at it, because what they have is they have a middleman, right? Mm-hmm. They have a middleman that buys fuel on the international market. I have a contract here from a company that buys fuel from, let me explain this, mm-hmm. right? This is a company for Sun Oil and another company. They sell fuel to Sun Oil for 50 cents a gallon. They
sell it for what?
50 cents a gallon. I mean,
you sure you can just pull this up from somewhere? This is a legitimately
50 cents a gallon of diesel. And so why electricity rates are so high is because they then resell it. And so when you're looking
they purchase it from the international supplier for 50 cents a gallon.
See the contract right here?
How much is it sold to BPL for? Or how much is BPL buying it for?
Some are saying it's more than $4. The final number we're trying to find out, but some are saying it's more than $4.
And this is partly responsible for our electricity bills
precisely
being what it is.
If you buy direct from these people, you don't have to. If you cut out, see, let me tell you what this is all about. This is all about re-election ploys. Because if I could keep you in power, if I could make sure you get the contract, you keep giving me money for elections. And these companies that are owned both by F&Ms and PLP for many years. And so you're talking about hang in there. How long you want the people to hang in there when you're strangling the people? The people are being strangled.
Cassius, I have a question. And no, you do not work at BPL. And as far as I'm aware, you've never worked there. And so you're speaking based on information you have researched and what's in front of you. And so I just want to put it out there. But can BPL go to the international suppliers, as I guess that's the name there? Can they go to them or anybody else and purchase the fuel direct?
Yes. Nothing stops them from doing it. Nothing stops BPL from going on the international market and buying it and cutting out the middleman. But if you cut out the middleman, that's cutting out my election money. You understand? And so you talk about love the Bahamas. These people don't. Leslie Miller said it the last time he was on the show. He said they don't care about the Bahamas. And he was right. These people do not care about the Bahamas. It's all about me, how I can get me, and then forget the poor people, hang in there. How long do you think the people can hang in there? You're all strangling the people. And Brave Davis know exactly what's going on. They know they could stop this tomorrow if they want to. They can stop this tomorrow. They can go to the international market and buy fuel on the international market for 50 cents a gallon. That's what this one.
They can get that deal?
Yes, they can get the same deal. But of course, they want you to go through a third party. Now, when you put a third party in there, then you get issues because the third party is trying to make a profit. And so when you're looking at from 50 to 4, that's crazy. So don't tell me now that we must hang in there as a people, as a citizen. For years and years, you all bastardized this country. Not only that, we did the same thing with the water. All right? We have water and sewage. We hire an American company to pump water from the sea to sell water back to us. We got to be the dumbest people on the planet. And so you're talking about hang in there. Mr. Davis, y'all really got it. Y'all don't have no shame, though. I swear, they don't have no shame. Y'all You know how much businesses they're shutting down now because of high energy
But
costs?
I wanted to kind of just take the conversation there, Cassius. We see hoteliers talking now because their voices are louder and they people pay attention to them more. But imagine the smaller businesses and any size business, in fact. Let's just talk about what the fallout is expected to be, particularly as we see the Hotel Association complaining and speaking on behalf of that industry, the various other businesses complaining and owners there, then residents, the common man, all right, a woman on the street complaining. Where's the fallout likely to be just from the hotels?
See, because hotels now, they burn electricity constantly. The trouble is that you have such a high electricity rate, a bill, that your operating cost is higher than your profits. What you're seeing now, even in small businesses, is that when your electricity cost is higher than your rent, then you got a problem. And that is what is happening. You cannot keep the doors open because your electricity bills are too high.
Because of it, and particularly with hotels that are such an important component of the tourism industry, when you continue to up that price for your room nights, then people begin to really complain about this being a very expensive destination.
We only supposed to be paying for kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
They adding on kilowatt hours and fuel charges. You spend, and then when you got the middleman making all the money off the top, you know fully well that we can make the adjustment tomorrow if we want to. Leslie said it, many other ministers said it, but we don't want to do nothing about it because, of course, you know, if these people are in place because F&Ms and PLPs, we got to protect them, then you don't care about the country, you care about the F&M and the PLP. Forget the F&M and the PLP. The people are suffering. People can't keep their light on. People can't keep their office open because the electricity bill's too high. The hotel's about to shut down now. You're talking about bear with you? How you know you bear with you and you could fix the problem tomorrow?
Cassius, how does this affect you? You were very angry about this when I informed you and Levin that this is what we'll be talking about this evening. You said, Shanique, I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, because, you know, I had this information for a little while. I didn't do anything with it. But when I saw the Prime Minister, you know, trying to talk in a somber tone about bear with us, and I say, but tomorrow you could fix this problem. Don't tell me bear with you. I ain't bearing with you no more. Fix the problem. Stop allowing these people to rape the Bahamas. Go to the international market and buy fuel so that we can cut out the middleman and cut most of the fat. That's almost what? We could probably shave off these bills almost hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the average homes. You know, in the U.S., you can leave your electricity on for 1 month and your bill's still underneath $100.
Man, and they complaining.
Still underneath $100, I tell you.
I know people who say, man, you know, the power bill was such and such this month.
If I don't turn on nothing in my house, if I shut the breaker off, every month my bill is still more than $500. If I turn everything off, it's still $500. That's the kind of system we have. We don't have no equitable system in this country. They will pass shows and look at shows and determine, okay, I can estimate, look like he burning $1,000 with a bill. Let me stick him with that. That's the kind of system we have. We don't have no equitable system for the people. And the problem is that we have not exercised our courts so that we could put pressure on BPL, have class action lawsuits against them for all the raping they've done over the years. And yeah, BPL broke. It's only broke because of their mismanagement. Their mismanagement, mishandling, how many generators you can buy up. I mean, it's like we can't get it together. And then when the introduction...
And then someone get it together and generators, my God, the generators don't work because how many blackouts are we going to be have to contend with? How many?
When it was on the table for LNG, to bring LNG, which was going to cut some people out, cut them out, they lobbied to make sure that LNG was shut down. Why do you think we don't have LNG to this day? Why do you think we don't have solar to this day? You think the man who's making all the money from BPL wants you to have solar? No. You think he wants you to have LNG because they're cutting him out? If I'm making $100 million a year of BPL doing their foolishness, you think I want that change? You think I want you to change them old breakdown diesel engines? No, that's my bread. So I know I got power in this country and I got to lobby to make sure they keep them same thing. And that's why we're in the mess we're in right now. Because the power players have make sure I manipulated the system. I can give you something for election. I can give you something for election. I can give you something for election. And then we turn over and prostitute ourselves every year whilst the poor man, the average man, and every Bahamian suffer.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow our TikTok account. Thanks.